That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Trey Turner at the plate. Tosses to first. One out in the second.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
In the air, left field, down the line. The throw into second, and that's a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Late swing fouled off. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit out into right center. Here comes Harper around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One down. Yohel Pozo stands in for the Phillies. And that's outside. And that's ball 1.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Still only one out here in the inning. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Oscar Mercado in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Mercado matched a homer in his last game. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one is absolutely belted. And forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Here's Ketel Marte. He's a guy who does it all. Up and in, ball 1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward. With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back. Gone. That one made it to the upper tank. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 5-zip. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
To third, and that's a foul ball. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Back there. On the warning track, and hauls it in. But they take the lead thanks to a 5-run outburst. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 5 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond. And this guy is at the top of the list. Ball 1, no strikes. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
That's a base hit, and a good start to the inning. Now batting Max Kepler. Fastball for a strike.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Here's Pete Alonso. That's in there. 0-1.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
Here's the 0-2. That one ripped left field. That's back there. That'll make it out of here. He sends a